Kinda check or something.
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Resin now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I've been really in the field. Let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
That the second. It's backwards.
And nothing's backwards. It's all exactly as it was meant to be.
Is that it now?
Oh, that's perfect. Hey, you sound great. Look at that. That was our sound check there, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry. Oh, we're live.
Oh,
We're live. Of course we're live. You know we're live.
Oh, my.
We're doing it. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to the Crazy Crafter Livestream, everyone. Nothing but consummate professionalism here on this crafting livestream. Let me tell you what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if our sound check is happening right as we're going live. All that matters is that we're live this week, and we're getting a chance to hang out with everyone from the Foam family, or some amazing folks here today. So welcome back, Michael, Zane, Tine Martens, and Gerard Boom when he's finished consuming some delicious spaghetti and wine will join us shortly. How the heck is everyone doing? We'll go around. Zane, we'll start with you up there in the corner. How you doing, buddy?
I am feeling great. I am looking great. I am good.
Well, it's good to see your face. It's good to hang out with you. Glad that you're able to join us and hang out with us again on the stream here today. Bravo, fantastic video on your you made a Christmas diorama. You made a Christmas diorama with of course
I sure did.
With a course of a Zane Morgan twist. Show it off there, babe. What do you got?
We got some blood. We got a Wendigo.
Ja, nee.
All that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Want wij zitten natuurlijk
It's really
achterop.
good. If you haven't, oh, hello there, young man. Hello there, young man. He can't hear us yet because he doesn't have the headphones on. But he can sure see this.
Oh, fuck.
You can see that. If you haven't seen it, Zane, you'll have to put a link up there to your video, please. Put it up there in the chat for everyone. If you guys haven't seen Zane's latest, thank you, Michael. If you haven't seen the latest one, head on over to Zane Morgan from Zane Morgan Crafts and check out the latest Christmas diorama. You get to see some cool techniques and get to, if you got some UV resin and some bit of white paint around, you can create some cool ice effect.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. That's pretty cool. Michael, my friend.
Real
go
quick.
ahead. Yeah.
Sorry. Shout out to Might and Magic brand for this awesome Owlbear t-shirt.
Don't shout out Chris. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. A huge shout out to Might and Magic brand. Oh, I'll have to share it. I'll have to see if he's okay with me sharing it. He's been working. There was a quote unquote failed Tiamat print that Richard Quiner had, and it had like a few blems on this ginormous Tiamat, and he gave it to Chris months ago, and Chris has not had time to like craft, but he's secretly, he didn't even tell me, he's been crafting away. He sent me some pictures the other day. He's like, so I've been painting this, and I'm like, what? So he's got this giant Tiamat. We'll have to share it with everyone.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. Michael, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really good.
Excellent.
Yep, I'm already crafting. I've been missing this stream a lot.
Me too.
So glad we're all here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome to have Tina and Gerard.
Yes.
Excited. Oh, what I will say very quickly is I don't know if anyone in the chat has come from the post that I put on the foam modeling workshop or the Tabletop Crafters Guild. I told everybody that this was going to be a live workshop. I told it but that was my mistake. In my head, I was imagining that we were going to be watching the workshop live. So that's my fault. And we're just having a chat with Tina and Gerard.
Post workshop, which is still getting a sneak peek of the Shifting Lands workshop that we got. So, I thank you for the clarification. I think everyone's okay out there. Everyone is they're quickly unsubbing to the Crazy Crafter and Nat One videos right now. They're like unsub. They're not. They're not. It's all good. And last but not least, Tina, are you picking your guys' nose? What's happening? What are you guys doing over there? What are you doing?
Live crafting.
Live content.
Nice.
There it is, Michael. It is. He did it. He's like, it's live. It's right here. I've shown it.
This is my solo workshop. Honest guys, today we started about 9 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
We had 8 people that joined the workshop, and it was a one-day workshop. So I actually bombard them with a lot of tips, tricks, and techniques. So by the end of the afternoon, they were totally out, gone, finished, wasted. So
the wine consumption had nothing to do with that.
No, absolutely.
None.
I just decided with Tina about half an hour ago that I was staying on the night. So keep the wine coming.
Perfect. Well,
I didn't want to let him drive home for 3 hours because
that's probably smarter. It's safer to do it in the daytime.
It is because the day is so it was really exciting but really exhausting. And after a meal you eat like spaghetti, and he wasn't planning on drinking a glass of wine, but the spaghetti, and I was thinking, and driving home 3 hours, no way.
Fun fact.
Yes.
I'm here in the southwest of Belgium, in a city or a village. In the village of Houthulst. We are currently, if you drive from here south, within 25 kilometers, which is approximately 18 miles, we are in France, right? Just to give you an idea. And if I drive back 3 hours back home, I'm in the center of the Netherlands. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool, and I'm rethinking if I drive 3 hours in either direction, I'm either in the ocean or I'm in the middle of Death Valley, which is a desert.
So crazy.
And I'm either in a Great Lake or Wisconsin or the same state.
You like to swim, so that's cool.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Well, how did the workshop go? How many workshop participants were there today, you guys? How many folks were there?
Seven. We had 7 participants. Awesome. And we started up with my favorite thing, and I decided to change my basic exercise. And it's not a secret. I always start with making a wall. But this is what we did. Can I show it to the
Show it. Look at that. Put it over to your right a little bit more.
Yes.
The other way, other direction. So maybe that's your left. Look at that. Ah, Gerard.
I love the window fencing.
Yeah, the window fencing is really cool. Zane's gonna craft it tonight. He'll have a window fencing tonight.
Oh, it's already made. No.
Yeah, I believe it. So that looks to me, because you've been on this stream before, Gerard, that patented layering technique where you'll layer a piece of foam down, texture the bits of that, and you're gluing another piece of foam on top of it, and you're texturing the top of it to achieve that awesome layered effect. Is that same technique with that wall there, buddy?
So it's a lot of techniques. First of all, it has the technique of, okay, how do I get these sheets out of a large block of foam? So people start experiencing. We had 4 people that never worked with a proxy, so they had to learn how to cut the foam and get nice, even sheets. And then we start working in layers, working with templates. But then we also start to work with depth within each layer and making the texture and cutting out everything you have to cut out.
Right.
So we work with stone and how do you call it, wood and plaster and that takes almost 2.5 hours. Then it's time to eat lunch, and then they are free to do whatever they like. But the thing is, I totally forgot to make pictures. I made a few. I sent you some. We asked those who joined, hey, if you have any pictures, send them out. I'm not sure if they did, but well, some impressions of a workshop. Well, you have them at least because I sent you some pictures. And you can show the people if they like.
And we're definitely we're gonna put those up here in the Discord. I'll start uploading them here so folks can head on over there and get a sneak peek if they want. But we'll show them up here on the live stream in a bit. I have a question about your technique. What size are the blocks? So this is good information. This is something if you're willing to share with folks, Gerard. Here in California, I'm in the middle of a desert. I can only get 1-inch thick XPS foam, but different parts of the world, the foam is thicker. Because you guys actually have real winter and need insulation. So when you start with a bigger, what are the size of the blocks of foam you started with, and how did you walk them through the process? What's your process of cutting down the foam to a little bit more usable strips that you worked on to build these walls?
So this is an octagonal block, but it comes out of centimeters. It's roughly a little bit over 3-inch thick sheet of foam.
I mean, I want 3-inch foam. I mean, I have it. I've got it.
I mean, I could send you some.
I mean, you can send me some. I have my giant bin of styrodur here from that's a Zane. I'm gonna spoil your Christmas a little bit, but I'm gonna be. I know it's no spend November for you. I'm gonna no spend you some European styrodur your way, buddy. So you're gonna have some styrodur for the holidays.
Thank you.
Yep.
I need to do another order from Tina and Gerard.
yeah, right.
Get some big, thick sheets.
I can't wait. Like I want to create everything with this. Anyway.
It's the stuff that's amazing is the 4-inch thick stuff is just.
Yeah.
So
well, this is the main difference between working with thinner sheets, because you only get your hands on thinner sheets, and working with these thick chunks. If you work with thick chunks of foam, you still have the option to slice it down in little sheets and build up your wall elements as you go.
Right.
Yeah.
However, if you have big chunks like this, you can also actually cut the outside shape of your project, cut the inside out, and actually work with blocks where you cut away all the excess materials, which is also a technique that I like very much, but it works very fast. You have more, how do you call it? In the end, you have more left over from it because you cut large blocks and you peel stuff off or cut stuff off. But that's a choice. That is a luxury we have here in Europe, right?
Right.
Tine? Right, Tine? Yeah, she agrees. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to follow the chat too.
Yeah, but I still think that if you have only the 1-inch foam, you are still able to make all the awesome projects you still want to make. It just simply costs more time because you might have to stack sheets upon each other, or you are at least forced to work with sheets rather than blocks. That's right. Difference, I think.
I mean, like Chicken, for example, he just knocks out those buildings because they're solid blocks, and I'm like, oh.
He has the styrodur. He practically lives on a styrodur factory.
Yeah.
And the speed this guy is working, he poops them out like shit.
He poops them out like shit. There you go. There it is. Is it because of the thicker? Do you feel, Gerard and Tina, is it, and you know, Michael and Zane, everyone here has worked with thicker blocks other than me. Do you feel those larger buildings are easier to turn out because of their one solid state piece and you could just draw in the texture?
Not exactly, I think, because
okay, go for it. Explain why, Tina.
The way Gerard works, I love the way Gerard works, but I never work like that. So I always slice thin sheets, and that's why we made Friday night. We made a thing together, and it makes me. I learn a lot from it because it makes me change my way of working with foam too. I had this awesome book from France when I went on holiday.
Le Château Fort.
Le Château Fort.
Le Château Fort.
Someone get that man another glass of wine. He needs more wine over there. Nope.
I'm annoying.
He's like, I'm already there. Oh,
this
man.
is going to become a very entertaining stream.
Oh, it's already entertaining. I'm there. I think it's there.
We went through the book. We went through the book, which is full of castle, which you guys like. And Tina says, look at this cool castle. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So I said, now this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
It looks cool. Why does it look cool? Mm-hmm. So I said, let's take a look at the shape. I mean, so the base is octagonal. Yep. Mm-hmm. And an octagonal needs 8 sides. So in every second side, a round tower is embedded into the wall. So we have an octagonal shape with a cylinder on every second side. Then we have a smaller octagonal, and then we have yet another octagonal, but shaped in a pointy way.
Yep.
So that's all that's to it. Oh yeah, and 4 isocones.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, so that's the whole concept. Yeah.
Yep.
You look at things completely different than I look at things.
I love it. That's what's so cool about
great.
about how everyone builds differently. I love it.
Forget about the details. Take a look. So what did we do? Right there.
You just did the shapes. You made the shapes.
We made a drawing.
Oh, see, I wouldn't make a drawing. It's too much work for me. I can't draw. My drawing, it would be.
You need a ruler.
Hold on. Let me. Yep, that's below the belt. I felt it. Ouch.
Yeah. So this is from the top.
So a bird's eye.
Bird's eye. I was gonna say that's better. I can work with bird's eye. I could draw that without a ruler.
And
this is how we have it.
Oh, and there it is.
So cool.
Look at that.
Voila.
And voila.
So Le Château Fort. How nice.
He's like, bye. Thanks for doing that. So, talk to us about building the layers. So I like that because that's very similar to and Michael and Zane. You chime in and let me know. And I'm curious, Tina, clearly that book was inspiration. So I literally have a Pinterest where I will throw like an images that inspire me or something that I want to try to build, and I'll start from that image. And then most times I will not do the bird's eye view and draw it. I'll just eyeball it and start going from there. Sometimes pulling out a ruler and making some measurements. But what was the next, like, so how did you work when you guys started that build? Did you start with just the smaller bits? Did you use one large block of foam? Talk to us more about how you went from that drawing to creating that foam, the entire piece there.
Okay. So basically, although we have thicker foam, we are limited by the thickness of the foam. So we start off with an octagonal shape.
Mm-hmm.
Now it doesn't look like an octagonal shape, but if you look closely, you will see this is a straight line. Then we have a corner, it goes up to there. We have a corner, we have a corner, etc. Right? So if you imagine that these half circles weren't here, then we have an octagonal, right? Mm-hmm. So we cut our octagonal shape out of using the multi-corner cutter.
Yep.
And actually, what we did then was, okay, so how wide are these sides? Yeah. And we said, okay, they're 7 centimeters. Let's make a cylinder that's 5 centimeters. Mm-hmm. So we cut these cylinders of 5 centimeters. Now, if you put your needle of your circular cutting board exactly here in the middle, and the needle is sticking in the foam, but you can still see one side of the needle, then turn it around, you get this shape.
Oh, snap.
So
you did that with you chimed in on the stream and showed me that with the circle cutter when I was I created like a little cross section that I ended up putting in like an altar for this little altar that I ended up creating. Yep.
Yes. Okay, so from there we said, okay, what is a nice angle because there are little roofs. Mm-hmm. We picked an angle and we cut them off, and then that determines the size of the second octagonal shape that goes on top of that, which is this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So this goes on top, right? And we cut them twice because the last one we will have to make angled cuts. First we cut this one, and once we do that, we have done that, we make all the sides in the angle where at the top the wire will run through the center of the block. So here from the side to the center. So then you get this nice pointy thing.
And Robert has a question about that. Do you have a cone jig for the top of the towers?
No.
Just this.
He angled you cut the hexagon block, and then you angled. You're talking about you put the center point at the top of the roof on the hot wire cutter and made those angle cuts to create the cone.
Yeah. So if you can do this by simply pulling your wire on your proxen, for instance, backwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the wire goes from here up to here.
Yep.
This point is exactly the center of your block.
Yep.
So you go here is your fence. Here's the wire. You go through. You turn it once you go through, etc., etc.
The fence.
They know the fence.
That's one of the next streams, Gerard. One of these streams, it's we've got to have one, you should stream it on your channel. Someone needs to do a stream on it. but like having coming on and doing all the just another a Proxon you know, workday where we get to explore all the ins and outs, because if there's someone who knows the intricacies of the Proxon, I would argue, I wouldn't argue that you are probably the most knowledgeable out of all of us in the crafting community on what the Proxon is capable of. I mean, you're they've taken meetings with you on redesigns to make it better for the next version of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the heck comes out of that. Anyway, so you have those with just the simple block, that jig cutter. That jig cutter, by the way, the circle jig cutter is one of my favorite tools that I've used the most. I think that and the circle jig have gotten some of the most use. Although I don't know, they've all gotten use. I think you can create so many interesting shapes, and then you can go back in. One of the favorite things that I've learned, once you go in, if you wanted to create that interior space playable, so if you wanted to make that a playable space, all you have to do is go in and trim the outside of it, and you can cut out the interior side, and all of a sudden now it's a hollowed out shape, and now you have playable interior on the inside of that piece of terrain if you want as well.
And that also, although it doesn't have to be open or playable from inside, but if you cut out the center, first of all, okay, it's even lighter. If it's a big chunk like this, you have a block of foam extra. And if you cut out windows and doors, it goes way easier, because now it's a thin sheet where you cut out the things you have to cut out, right?
Right. Zane's over there showing off all his
owning half the Shifting Lands shop.
I'm waiting for the dome cutter isn't available in the USA yet. I don't think. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Okay, thank you for mentioning it. I will contact my associate and talk about it with him.
You should. I'm waiting for it, baby. I'm waiting for it. What were you saying? What is that? Oh, you have it. Is that the
dome cutter?
Is that the dome cutter? Have you done a lot with that?
No, I haven't used it yet because I'm scared.
Bust it out. Gerard's right here. He'll walk you through whatever you need to walk through with it. You have the person to cut something out with.
I gotta come up with a project for it.
Michael, you were trying to say something and everyone was cutting you off there, buddy. What were you?
Sorry, Michael.
I was going to say that the one that I want to try is the circular stair cutter.
Yeah, amen to that. That's so.
Work this afternoon. It's incredible.
Incredible. You'll see. Okay, so as we continue talking, I'm going to start uploading guys and gals out there. I'll start uploading photos into the share your work section on the Crazy Crafter Discord. You guys can take a look at some of the work that they were doing over the day today. And those circular stairs are the shiznit. I want to make those so bad. Now, Michael, you recently in a video for the Frankenstein diorama, if I believe that's correct, you showed how to do it without it. Right,
it was the dice tower,
or the dice tower. Thank you.
Yeah,
not the Frankenstein one.
I mean, it's a way you can do it without it, but it's not. I want
the jig.
I want the jig. What I'm curious about, Gerard, is in the video that you have on your website or on YouTube with the circular stair cutter. The stairs seem to be just under a centimeter. Can you change the size and the width of the stairs as well?
Yes.
So like you could have it up to like maybe an inch if you needed to be.
Yes, you can.
To make stairs for playable minis to go up.
Yeah, you can. But know that with every, you can adjust the stairway in a way that you have very tiny steps or very large steps, where even on every step a mini can stand. But know that if you do it with very large stairway steps, then you are talking about a very large stairway. And that requires a very large block of foam. Maybe I should do one, but you can adjust the height of every step and the depth of every step. And just so you know, you think it's a stairway tool and not the circular stairway tool. Sure, you can cut stairways that go round.
We've got the name wrong, Michael. We're
No, it's okay. It's okay. But you can also make straight stairways that go only in one direction. And the fun thing is, regardless if you have a square block, a rectangular block, a 5, 6, 8 or 10-sided block or a round block, you can all transform these blocks in circular stairways. But then with a 6 or 8 or 5-sided shape. Not sure if it makes sense. I don't mind. Cheers.
You know, to me, what I find pretty amazing is actually the way you've designed these things, Gerard, because it makes something that's actually a little bit complicated very, very simple to do. Because I had to think quite hard, how am I going to make this circular stairway, and got there. But like, I don't understand how your brain and the dome cutter as well, how your brain's got to the point of how do you make the tool to do that? It is pretty cool.
Yeah, and mind you, maybe I am close to the point that I will release my circular cutting board 2.0, but give me some time. And which, by the way, is as a answer to your remark, Michael, is I don't know how my brain works either. I haven't got a clue. But every time something comes up, I visualize it, I draw it, I cut it, I test it, and sometimes it works. So yeah, I think if you, the only thing I can explain is it all starts with a shape, a shape in my mind. For instance, the shapeshifter tool was designed. The way it looks now comes forth out of my idea of, I want to cut a Zeppelin shape and a onion shape roof. And from that idea, I start thinking and developing, and that ended up in the shapeshifter, for instance. So, yeah.
Yeah, the concept of shapes is new to me, because you looked at the picture and I see the details and I see, oh, wow, it looks good. But I said to Gerard, I'm having difficult composing things, putting forms together, because I already imagined the details, and it has to start from the shapes, not the details. And that's my eye-opener for this weekend. Like,
block out the details.
Yeah.
Block out the details.
Get the details out and look at the shape of the thing.
Focus on the shape, on what kind of shapes are in there, what makes it, and what makes it interesting. Why do you like that castle or house, and why do you not like that one?
I mean, really, you go about it in a way that you would go about doing artwork or something. Like, say, when I was in art school, if I was going to create a building, when we did building architectural drawings, we would look at the building, we'd say what shapes are there, and we would draw out the shapes, just simplify it, and then go in. And so that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
And that's an awesome way to look at it.
Yeah. Because I'm not used to looking at things like that. I've learned to, well, since I've been in the hobby, I've looked at the world in so many different ways that I never knew before were there. Yeah, oh my God. Were there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Get her another glass of wine too.
No, it's the language.
I wish I had a glass of wine.
Yeah, right?
So anyway, it's so interesting to see your fellow crafters, how their mind works, because you can always learn things. And like Friday night, we looked at the picture, and Then Gerard said, from, okay, that's the form. And I go like, huh? No, I didn't see it at first, but when he explained it to me, I did see it, because somebody has to tell you how to look at things if you want to design things.
Right.
So now I'm a step further.
But it was awesome. We had a great workshop, and especially for Michael Peterson from Netmon Videos. Michael,
What
we will
happened?
and you are invited.
Yep.
I know. I wish I could come. And also I have to say I'm quite jealous that Tina beat me to it. But that's totally cool. And just, it's also great just to see, Gerard, that you're out doing workshops again after such a long time. I mean, that must feel so good.
Joy. And don't get me wrong, guys, you are all invited. But but technically, Michael could swim over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make that swim, Michael.
I mean, yeah, I could swim.
I mean, I'd rather fly anyway than swim, so.
Well,
I mean, my passport. I'm just saying, my passport is being renewed right now. So.
I said to you, Colin, get enough people to show up, and I come your way.
Well,
okay.
You something here, and I'll propose it here, Gerard. There's something to be said. Like, I'm looking at the pictures and the way we're streaming now and like the way it's set up. It's not out of the question to do a virtual workshop for people across the world if you wanted to do that. And if that's something that you're interested in putting together, we could figure out a way to host a virtual workshop.
That's a great idea.
I mean, I'm just thinking about something like if there's few things that I would be wanting to pay and like be a part of virtually, and I would jump at the opportunity to be a part of one that's in person. So, or not, in person, but also if it were online, it could be done in such a way to where everyone's following step by step, and if you have questions, you can follow along. But I don't know, a lot of folks in the community, they have Proxons, they have your tools at their disposal, so they have the tools needed already. The one thing, depending on where they are in the world, is the foam might be the thing. They may be gluing their foam together, but that would be me. That's okay.
And we have a question. How many people would we need for that to happen?
What do you mean? For
the in-person, I believe.
I mean, I don't know. That's something we could build. I know for a fact Odyssey Games were here in Pasadena would give us the space. We would have the space to do the workshop easily. And I don't know what their status is. They are currently, they are building a live stream studio in the workshop too. But I don't know, like, how many people would you in a perfect world, Gerard? How many people, like, this Odyssey Games can hold? I mean, they could hold probably 40 to 50 people easily in that space.
Well, yeah.
It's been hard.
The way I'm doing my workshop, giving everyone personal attention with their.
She's like, not 40 to 50.
I will not survive. But then we have to do it another way. Like we give 3 or 4 options what to build. And from there, you can split up in groups and you say, I would like to build this specific project, and another group wants this. That makes it, for me, much more manageable. So when you talk about, okay, so how many people should come? Then we first have to think, okay, which concept will we take, will we use? And from there, we have to determine. But to do this in the live stream, like, 30 will do. No, I'm not sure. We'll see. However, which is very interesting, like the shop who is also doing live streams, I could still do a physical workshop where I'm there in the shop, and alongside we have from the shop 1 or 2 guys who are filming while we're doing the workshop. So all those people from far away can still join over a live stream.
Could. It would be easy. That would be easy to set up.
So we could make a combination. And since it's also a lot of fun, if then I think as soon as I think we can realize it, we should do it. So yeah.
We do as well.
Let's talk about this over the upcoming or month, and put the focus on next year. Summer, late summer, early autumn.
Yeah, late December this year. Yep, I love it. That sounds great.
December. I will go home now and pack my
yeah,
bag.
pack your bag. Here we go.
Okay, we're done.
What were you saying, Michael?
Well, I was just going to say that I'm still very, very keen to reorganize with Gerard. And the reason why the workshop in London fell through was that the hall that I had booked, everything was good to go. And then they had they had a big rainfall and the parquet floor got destroyed and all bubbled up and all the floors started going wonky.
It's just texture.
So we had to delay it. And also there was a combination between that and at the time we weren't quite sure about what was happening with COVID travel and different things like that.
Yep.
So I'm thinking January or February, Gerard, if you're cool to try and do it again.
I am fully booked in February. But let's discuss this next week because it's high on my wish list to visit London and do a workshop over there. So that is absolutely not out of my mind yet. So
what do you say, Zane? Do we pack our bags? Do we pack our bags and
you
go?
Guys better come. That would be like that would be the best.
Cheerio.
The best weekend ever.
Oh man, that would be.
You need to get a passport for that.
I mean, get it work. If you get it now, it'll be ready by the time the workshop goes around. The later it goes on into the new year, it gets a little trickier for me. But I'm down. Like that's one of the reasons we're renewing the passports is to travel. So, and Ben is getting his passport too. So it's happening. It's happening.
Awesome.
But I don't want to make this a kind of a planning videos of all possible events.
I mean, I'm okay with it. That's okay. I don't like to be completely selfish about everyone. I'm okay with that. I'm glad that we were inspired and we've had some crazy harebrained ideas to continue to cook up. So stay tuned out there, Foam Family, because you never know where we're gonna be popping up in the new year. Things are hopefully continue to get a little bit better and a little bit brighter, so we can make
I have a
things happen.
few questions for Tina.
Yeah.
So Tina, you've been to a couple of workshops before, as a student in the workshop. So Gerard's teaching it. Like, what is it about the workshop that you really get the most out of? Would you say?
The most. I mean, I was. How can I say it? I'm not easily stopped. I don't know. No, I mean, I start crafting and I do my thing and I go ahead and I never, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. Rewind. I started this morning and I woke up and I had something about, workshop. And I'm gonna craft all day and I didn't craft almost anything today.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked and let myself be amazed by everything. I mean, the way Gerard talks to the people, I mean, I like it and I follow it and I learn from it and I go like, wow, okay. And then I see the people I know, because most of the people who joined the workshop today were people who joined my workshop before in the game shop.
Yeah.
So I knew them all but one. And I just looked at them and saw how they react on the things Gerard gave them to. And yeah, it got me so like, wow, this is a great hobby. So yeah.
What I think I witnessed when it comes to Tina was she is so anxious about what is going on in the room.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to miss out any question that's it. So the workshop is like this. We do a test. We do a little project, and we do it simultaneously. And after that, we take a break, and then I say, okay, people, go crazy, go wild, build anything you like. I will be there all day to assist you to make the shapes you want, or with any problems you have. So one is building a kind of church. One is building a Christmas stall. One is building a 40K fortress, etc. And then the guy from the 40K fortress says, hey, those little pillars, how do you make them? Yeah, I say, okay, I'll show you. And Tina comes over because she doesn't want to miss out how I'm making the pillar. And then comes the next one. So I had with a question about cutting a roof in different angles. So, okay, let's go through that sequence. And some people join that little get together about cutting a roof in a specific angle, etc. So, and that is very exhausting for me, but it's an immense fun. Is that I am going from project to project. I always have to switch in my mind. I go from 40K to modern to Wild West, whatever, and solve or help with the question that is over there. And then you also have a certain kind of people that don't want to miss out on anything that's being asked. So in the end, I think Tine learned the most by simply going like a little duckling after Mother Goose, quack quack.
Father Goose?
Oh, Father Goose.
I think that's so much better actually, because rather than going to a workshop and going, I'm going to build something really cool today, what you're doing is you're going to say, I'm going to absorb as much information as I can today.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
It is.
But that is not every person's cup of tea in good English, Michael. Some really bring out Hogwarts in all its glory in this pile of printed out images and start building, where someone else says, well, I'm crafting, but every time I hear something interesting, let's take a look.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do in the next couple of weeks, I think, because I saw a lot of things and I heard a lot of things, and I'm gonna try to do something out of my comfort zone, and that's where the progress is.
That's going to have to be pretty.
You're going to 3D print, yeah.
Everyone already knows.
Zane, I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but I'm having second thoughts.
It's okay. No.
Yes, I do, because I have something like nah.
Well, it's
I
already
have to
been
be
said
honest,
in our group chat, so.
Getting a 3D printer has been extremely fun. I have to be honest. But yeah,
It's just a tool. It's another tool.
Oh no, not another jig.
Nah.
It's not a jig.
Jig.
Look at here. Look at this one. I don't know if it focuses. I don't know.
Oh, is that a roller?
Yeah, that's her. And you see what it is? No.
yeah, roller.
Shingle?
It's a herringbone.
Yay!
Hey, my favorite.
And this little one is great too. This has such a.
Why doesn't it focus?
I don't know.
Oh, because it's autofocus and it racks focus on you have to put your hand up behind it, or get an Elgato face cam.
That's better. But
Really?
anyway,
okay.
I'll get you the results from those.
Okay.
But do you have any foam? Just throw it on there. You know, as we were sitting here working, I was like, man, I want to craft with some stuff. So I grabbed some Styrodur, and I grabbed one of the foam rollers from Shifting Lands, and I'm throwing it on here. I'm just making a quick. I've always wanted thick walls for the game that I could just throw down. And Tina, I don't know if you did this intentionally, but you cut some really great pieces that are I don't even have to like cut them. I can just start crafting directly on them if I wanted to. So I was like, I've wanted to make this a brick wall for forever. So that's what I'm doing.
See, the Styrodur takes the pattern so much better, because if I use the texture rollers on the XPS, it's like, okay, I still got to go over it again.
Yeah. It's
Actually, that's a good question. Is it possible to make the foam rollers with a deeper groove, Gerard?
Nope, not good. Yeah, better.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like this.
awesome.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. There we go. Oh, that's cool. What a cool pattern.
Yeah, it is. So you'll see results of those.
Okay. These rollers are again very specific, designed for foam.
Mm-hmm.
So the edges are relatively thin, sharp, and the texture is deep. And your question was if I could make it any deeper?
Yeah. So that you can go really into the foam, cut really deep into the foam.
We have tried designing even deeper texture by raising the edges, but then foam will tear.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's
Probably the suction pulls up.
It doesn't matter if it's softer or harder foam. If the texture is too deep, it will tear along the edges. It will be ripped because of the pressure that comes with these small edges. So for me, in softer and harder foam, I found the best depth, I think.
Yeah.
And actually, this is you see the difference in size, but regardless, larger or smaller cylinders, the depth we have experimenting with now is the one we like best. And to make different depth cylinders with different depth, that would make it very confusing for people, I think, as well. So maybe it could be a little bit better for softer or harder foam to make a little bit more or less deeper structure. I don't know. No, sorry. I keep it like this for now.
And they're 3D printed, right?
Yes.
Right. See,
And
3D printer is good for something.
yeah, but mind you, there are people that say, I have a resin printer, I can print all the details. If you put this one, a stick goes through, and you can use your full body weight to make an imprint, right? These are made in a way that they can get that amount of force on them.
Yeah.
As for resin,
It breaks.
Not so much.
not so much. So yes, it looks very tempting to make it all out of resin. And if you want to try it, please do. But also be aware that there is a chance that you will break it as soon as you start rolling it. But maybe Zane has some experience with it. I'm not sure, but with the resin rollers. So
Show them.
is that a resin one?
Yep. This one, I just found it on Thingiverse and tried it out, but I
Looks
just
good.
went over the lines. My only issue with them is I think these are more for clay.
Clay,
Yeah.
yeah.
They are for.
I have those
So
from.
this is raw without me going over the lines.
Yep.
Whereas me going over the lines is a little deeper.
I have those from Green Stuff World too, and they take clay. They take it. They take the pressure much more better. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Clay. It works better on clay. Thank you.
I've tried the foam rollers a few times, and I always end up just doing it by hand with a pencil or a pen.
Yeah.
I don't use them.
Yeah, but I am tempted to buy this one today. Here it is.
I mean, I would kind of want to try the
I did buy today. I did buy this.
Shifting Lands one.
Which one did you buy?
Yeah, of course I bought. Yeah, of course.
Which one did you get?
Because they're very small bricks, and I really like.
Herringbone, yeah.
Like
More to scale.
Wait, where did I put it?
What's
Here.
it? Okay.
So first, if you first go over it with the, oh my God, I don't know if it focus.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
But you have to
Oh, wow.
roll it with a texture roller. Before you roll it with this, you get the damaged stones. If you roll it pure with this, you get the perfect stones, and I really like that.
Does
So-
it matter on Styrodur which direction you go? Because on the pink foam,
There's veins.
There seems to be like one way it's really easy to cut, the other way it's not so easy to cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So here we have a block.
We have a video on that. Colin, the
Yeah.
video I send it to you.
Video.
Let me copy it and put it in the. Well, let me see here. You have
Again-
it. Well, let's do that. Do you want to watch? What's this? Let me see it real quick. Let me see what it is, and we might be able to just throw it up here on the stream for everyone.
But
Like a minute.
what you say, Michael, is so true because I have here a block of foam, and it comes out of a sheet, and every sheet, regardless what kind of XPS it is, has a coating on it, right?
Yeah.
Top and bottom has a coating on it. So if you press with your fingers, top and bottom, you will feel a certain resistance.
Yeah.
Now, if you do it on the side, there's also a resistance. There's also always a resistance, but it's softer.
Yeah.
So every sheet of XPS has been designed, developed, produced in a way that it can uphold a certain amount of pressure coming from the top.
Yep.
Now imagine this is the top where my hand is. Now it's on the side. I slice off the coating, which is water resistance, which I don't like because you cannot paint it, you cannot glue it. So that's removed. And now I cut sheets. Go back. So this is the sheet. Now this is a sheet that is very hard. And if I would make some kind of engraving with a pencil, with a cylinder or whatever, everything will be very sharp and crisp and very good visible. Now I have my block. This is the soft side because this is the top and this is the bottom. If I cut away a sheet from the soft side, because this is a thick block of foam, so this is the soft side, and I would carve into it or roll into it, the lines would be a little bit less sharp or blurry, or it will need more effort to get the specific structure in with your pencil. Because it's softer, it bounces back a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yep. Do you plan that in advance when you're making your build, that you know which surface of the foam? Because normally whenever I'm cutting my foam, I just cut it whatever way it's in my hand. But I guess you can plan that ahead.
You can plan it ahead by simply, So she did pick up something from the workshop. So if you have a sheet that is coming from the top or the bottom, so it's harder, and I take a sharp pencil and draw a line, and you will look at it using a spyglass or whatever. How do you call it? A
magnifying glass.
Okay, then the sharp point of the pencil will be visible because you cut in and the line is sharp. If you do it on the soft side, it will bend in and bend out, and it will bounce a little bit back. So that's why you get a more round. What is she doing? What is she doing? And let me see. What are you doing then? What are you doing?
Bouncing back.
Stop drinking. Why you woman?
Keep drinking wine.
Yeah,
Don't
this
stop.
the stream's just getting better and better.
This bottle is empty.
I'm. Do you know what?
funny.
Normally, do you know what's the funny thing is that normally I'm the one who has a drink open on stream.
Right.
I
Right.
don't today. I feel very disappointed.
Well,
They're picking up the reins for you, my friend. Don't worry, they've got it covered. I, for one, I like having I like going in with the texture roller and then going back with a pen or pencil. It's like I know everyone has some sort of like Zen moment or something that's just like a chill thing for them to do in the craft. That's mine. I love going back. So I'll do these lines on this side. I'll complete these lines for the bricks. Then I'll go back with the pencil and do the texturing of each individual brick, and my blood pressure will be lowered by the end of the stream because it's relaxing. I like that process.
My blood pressure goes up every time I scroll on a break. It's not my thing, but it's okay because I really like other people doing it today, and Delphine they made really beautiful, awesome textures.
Yes.
And I have some like,
The fun thing is, I did send you a picture, Colin, of some examples of wall elements that we've made for the past workshop.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that when I explain about we're talking about this little basics wall thing, right?
Yep.
And applying texture in each stone, it sounds, for some people it may sound crazy, but it's very yoga-like, yin-yang.
Ever since you showed it to me over a year ago now, or about a year ago now, I'm like, oh, like that's the I just enjoy it. It's relaxing.
And the thing is, everyone has his own signature. I explained you that over a year ago as well.
That's right.
And it's really amazing, and you can see every time on the workshop that some people totally get it, and they produce things that I think, okay, it's like they have never that they've done it for ages, and some are still struggling, which is fine. But the cool thing is, doing one exercise for all, the outcome is so different, and that is so inspiring. It's so much fun. So and so that is something we really, if at some point I come and visit, or we do a streaming workshop, that's one thing we absolutely have to do.
Yeah, I agree. Tina, the link you sent to me to that YouTube link doesn't work. Is it up on your channel? Is that where that's from?
Yes.
I don't think. How am I not subscribed to your channel? First off, by the way, that's terrible.
I don't have a channel. I don't have a channel. I don't have a channel.
She has a Gmail email address.
Tine Martens crafting launching today.
I mean, try resending it to me, love. I want to see if I can pull it up here for everyone, and we can take a look at the video on the stream here.
The Tipsy Crafter. I named it.
The Tipsy Crafter. I love it. Hey, Gerard, is your book available for the USA as well, Gerard?
It's not in the USA, but I ship it to the USA.
Ooh.
What did you say? The nifty crafter? What did you say?
The tipsy crafter.
crafter.
Yeah, the
gypsy.
The gypsy.
The
crafter.
gypsy crafter.
The gypsy, that would work too.
I'm not tipsy at all.
The crispy,
I'm just having fun.
crispy jar.
I'm not tipsy at all. Just having fun.
Oh, so this is Belgium fun.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It is. It is.
Belgium.
Oops.
I'm feeling thoroughly jealous right now. I want
Yeah. Yeah.
Join us, Michael.
Michael.
Really.
Oh, it's
No,
glued.
it's glued.
It's glued.
You can take it.
No, I don't. I don't.
Do
No, I
it,
don't.
do it.
Michael, I will take a picture and will show you to prove that you are in some way here, right?
Every day.
Every
in my
day.
crafting.
Yes.
Michael, your video this last week about the Saluticon. Is it Saluticon? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Aw, your pillar.
Yes. Look at that pillar. The
Salute Wargaming.
Salute Wargaming. I really enjoyed that video this week and getting to see. There was one guy, and I don't know if Gerard and Tina have seen it yet, but the guy, I tagged it in the, I don't know if I tagged the time in the comment, it links it directly to it so you can check it out. That's kind of cool. But at the 7-minute mark, that guy who had the faux cake rounds and just like cut them up and textured them on the outside, I was like, what a brilliant way to build such an elaborate piece of terrain with not minimal effort, but like that was such a simple technique, and I thought that was so cool. That was one of my favorite takeaways from that one.
It's not a complicated build. It's just like lots of circles stacked. The thing that makes his build good is his finishing techniques.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
So the texture that he got from the rock, the colors, he mentioned some kind of sand,
right?
Chinchilla dust or something.
Chinchilla dust. I was like, what is chinchilla dust?
I need to look into that. And then I really like the marble for the window.
Yeah.
For the circular viewing.
Yeah,
window
that
as
was
well.
cool.
But yeah.
So
go ahead.
Chinchilla dust is a product that chinchillas use to bathe with. So it's like a fine material that they roll around in.
It's chinchilla bath water.
Bath salt.
It's chinchilla bath salt. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And specifically used chinchilla.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's some smelly crafting. I think this
was there an odor?
No, there was no odor. It was all very clean and hygienic. I think this is the cool thing though and the eye-opening thing. I mean, even talking about how Gerard and Tina did that castle last night, is things look complex from the outside, but they're not. It's once you've got the shape, then it's the technique of like your painting and all of this stuff that just really brings it all to life, or the textures that you put in.
Right.
But like, whenever I first started crafting, I saw these castles and I was just like, where do you even start?
It's daunting, yeah.
Now it's like, oh, that's a rectangle with a circle on the side and this and that, and then you stick it all together and then you make it awesome by either gluing your bricks like Tina likes to do or carving your texture. I've just finished a little project.
Let's see. Oh, nice.
Nice.
all
foam and cardboard.
But I think, Michael, when you say that, I think that's so true. If you meet someone who is experienced in some kind of crafting direction, and he shows you the way he does it, 9 out of 10 times you say, "Oh man, this is so easy."
Yeah.
So it all comes down to take the chance to learn and to look at people who are showing you the way to come from A to Z. And in the end, I think most of the times techniques that are being used are fully self-explanatory.
Yep. Say that with another glass of wine, please. That'll be great.
They actually make so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I do my best.
No, you're
to-
doing great. You guys are doing great. Not only are you speaking, you guys speak multiple languages. I do not speak multiple languages, and you guys are a couple glasses into a good evening. You guys are doing great.
Time out.
Goed, we gaan het nog een keer uitleggen, maar we doen het nu in het Nederlands.
Nu gaan we in het Nederlands.
We gaan het nu in het Nederlands uitleggen. We zijn klaar mee. We zijn echt helemaal klaar mee. Ja?
Oh,
I know exactly.
all of that. I understood all of that.
Oh, jongens.
Okay, so we're clear on that, right?
Absolutely. I think that's an important part of the conversation is on YouTube, one thing that I've noticed that some of the comments that you get on videos a lot is people saying, I wish I could do that, or I could never do that. And it's just the whole thing is to explain to literally absolutely anyone with one arm or two arms or whatever, you can do it. Like it's so achievable. Like
it's just practice.
Exactly. And the thing is that like you need to get a good result straight away without very much practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think people that are saying, I wish I could do that, are those who look at them and never try.
Right.
I think a lot of people do benefit from these videos and start trying for themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a small group that always says, I wish I could do that, but they don't do it because they don't feel like it, or they do not have the time, or they want to go from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds. Right?
But that's fine, because those are the people that I want to sell to.
That's a great business model, Mr. Zane.
Right?
People, you have to be honest, most people are intimidated by everything they see. Like I think of myself, I'm a pretty good crafter, not an excellent, but a pretty good one. But I'm intimidated by.
Pretty good.
I'm still intimidated by making compositions. So I tried something in cardboard when I was on holiday.
Oh, that is a great example. Please show them. That is so cool. It's so cheap. It's so clever. Do this.
I just made it in cardboard. Because,
here's the camera, Tina. Stop drinking now.
So I made this in cardboard.
Jeez.
It's like Gerard said, it's cheap, and I just play around with it, and I just look if the composition is right, if the windows are right. I don't have to finish this because it's the practice. It's practice, and maybe next time I'll make about the same thing in foam and start texturing and making lots of details, and it'll look good.
So what that is
already.
What that is, Tina, basically they do that when they're building sets and stuff, is they'll make a quick mock-up of, okay, this represents this, and then once they get the layout and the idea down, they build upon it.
Yep.
So
if you struggle with composition in depth, what goes up front, what goes a little bit more to the background in height, but what looks well, it's great to just mesh some cardboard forms with a hot glue gun. It takes you maybe less than half an hour. You've built it, and if they're separate, you can shift them a little bit. If you like it, you take a picture, and from there you can go on. So I think it's a great way. If you struggle with composition, why not?
Yeah, because Friday night I showed them this thing, and we discussed it because I wanted to know if it looks okay. I could go higher with this one, lower with this one, and just play around with it. And that's how you don't get intimidated, because it's cardboard. I mean, you don't like it, you spit on it and it's gone, and you put it in the trash and you start over. And so it's not intimidating at all. But now I have this in cardboard, And like Gerard said, you can make it easily in foam now, and you will be happy about it because you know where you're going, and that's the fun of it. That's the fun part of it.
Mm-hmm. And one small addition: if you make roughly a shape like this, very small, very small. Hopeless, those drunken Belgians.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if you build something like this, then you come to a point when at some point you see some detail you didn't see before because you weren't able to process it in your mind. For example, you are testing with houses with height and front and rear and stuff, and at some point you have it. And then at that point you see, oh, but it makes fully sense to put a chimney over there. Or it makes fully sense to put a little addition of a shed or something over here. So by simply going to the for the basics and having figured out the basics, all those other details keep rolling in or are coming rolling in. Not sure if it makes sense.
Explain
If it does, it doesn't. Cheers.
So we have a question from the chat for Gerard. And it is there anything Gerard hasn't built that he'd love to do, or has he done it all?
Actually, thank you for the question. I am currently working on a build that it is so much fun. I can say it, I dare to say it, it's a slice of Minas Tirith. I am planning on releasing a journal on my website starting within the next 2 weeks, I hope. Nice. And then I want to update it every week because I want to work up to the epic final of it in February. Awesome. That is something, it gives me so much joy because I never built a table, but this is 120 times 140, 1.2 by 1.4 meters. So that's cool. However,
your wife must be so thrilled you're building that at home.
Actually, last week she told me in a very calm way, Gerard, I'm going to work now. It would be so nice if Minas Tirith would be out of the living room when I'm.
I mean, you can send it to me if you like, and then it can be my problem.
Okay.
Gee. Oh, yeah. It's Lucy within earshot. Oh, man. Hopefully she didn't hear that.
Lucy.
I'll find somewhere to put it.
Lucy's like, no.
So you're sleeping in the garden tonight?
Yeah.
She's coming to Belgium to
What's
sleep.
new? However, coming back to the question of one of the viewers about a project I didn't build and I would like to build. Now here's a fun thing. Now I'm building Minas Tirith, and with the project we are also adding lights, LED lights. We have over 250 individual lights and we are still programming. It looks enlightening. Okay, however,
enlightening.
Whatever, it sounds cool.
They have a Tesla coil, Michael.
Yeah, send him the coil. Michael can help you electrify add lightning to it.
Focus. So I started experimenting with these lights, and I have this huge tower that rises up from the mountain behind Minas Tirith, and it has a lot of lights in it. So I had it all built. I switched it on, and the tower was so well lit from the inside that it goes right through the wall, and the whole tower was as if it was ablaze, right? And that was, of course, a mistake because light comes out of the windows and not through the walls. However, at an instant, I thought, how cool would it be now to make Minus Morgul.
You're making
So-
all the stuff. You're making all the stuff I
Damn.
want to make.
We have a switch on the light.
Yeah.
To be continued, my lady and gentlemen.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's super cool.
Well, then I
Again,
send
go ahead, Tina.
I send you the other link.
The other link? Okay.
You can try it again.
I'll
Throw stuff at people.
Huh? I'm innocent. I know nothing. I'm from the Netherlands.
You know, definitely know nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should. What do you think about moving over into the Discord, Colin? Because
Yeah, we're gonna do that here in right now. We've got to, and I wanna check this out. I'm also gonna put this up here too. I didn't quite get it all done, but you guys can see. I'll post it a little bit better picture of this up in the Discord. But I love this texture here, and I like having drawing in my texture is the shiznit. Oh man, we've got some cool stuff to look at today. All right, let's.
I like this music video or commercial in the background of Tina.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Let's
You don't want me to
see.
sing. You don't want me to sing.
Oh, it's a Dyson commercial. Okay.
Oh, it's a Dyson. Hold on, where's the thing?
Oh, okay, guys. My son is also. It seems now that my son is watching the stream as well
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Netherlands.
Oh, nice.
So he writes, "Haha, Minus Morgul. Mom will be very pleased."
Too funny. Too funny. All right,
Maybe you can put it in his. Maybe you can put it in his bedroom.
Yeah, there you go. Put it in his bedroom. Oh,
wow.
But-
no.
Minus Morgul is going into your bedroom, and you are going
Out.
somewhere else.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
build it half scale and live in it. There you go.
Okay, am I?
Let's see. Is it not going up there? Where is that? I'm trying to get the Discord up here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me go over here. Let me pull that up. Oh, I know why. Now it'll work. Booyakasha. Booyakasha.
I haven't cleaned my desk from my diorama, and there's fake snow everywhere, and it's driving me nuts.
Snowflakes.
Yeah.
That is Chris thought. Oh, cool.
That's mine.
How nice.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of the photos from today's workshop. Then we'll go back and we'll take a look at some other folks too. I owe the Foam family an entire stream dedicated to just catching up on all this amazing work that's in the Discord. And we will get there. All right, so this is a little shot here. It'll pop over here. You guys can check out a little sneak peek in depth behind the scenes at the Shifting Lands workshop that took place today in Belgium.
It's thing about Belgium.
Hey, we gaan nu naar de Discord.
Yeah.
We are going to Discord.
Yeah.
Going to the Discord.
Yeah, we are going. Oh my goodness, they're singing. Gerard, can we record? Zane, you got to record this. There, you got
It's
Gerard
already
singing.
recording.
It's already recording. Perfect. Can you guys see it? Do you have Discord pulled up on another device there where you can check it out?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So you guys see this first one up here. This is some of your MDF windows and doors that you can get off Shifting Lands that you can throw into these awesome walled layer effects and add that much more detail to your builds. This is super cool. It's under share your work.
Yeah.
Share your work. And is there a date or something?
Yeah,
Because,
today's date.
Today is 8.
Oh, today. Okay.
It's that first one here that it's got the 3 smaller windows with the wooden door.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No,
Oh, that's Tina's. That's Tina's.
Oh, that's Tina's.
Yep.
Nice, Tina. This looks good.
No,
I like it.
I don't.
Lucky a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that texture. I love that. I love that texture you got on there, Tina. This is cool. It's another. I like the beer for scale. The beer for scale here is important.
It's looking good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
Look at the beer isn't just for scale. The beer is going to replace. It's a tower itself. I see it there. I see it.
It's just in Belgium they start drinking beer around noon, which is crazy. I
mean,
love it.
It's my favorite country. One of my favorite countries I visited abroad. The beer is cheaper than water.
I mean, you can drink it early here. People just judge you, though.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this is a cool up close video, or not video, but photo of the build that it was inspired from Tina's recent holiday. That's really cool. Are you gonna finish that up, Tina?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. It'll take me a few hours, but I'll do it.
No.
Is this yours, Gerard, that you came up with?
Sorry?
Is this yours? This next one?
I'm not sure.
Wait.
I have to. Tina, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. I'm going back to the Discord.
This next one. Yep, that's mine. Yep.
Maar dat is zo hard, hè? Omdat... Dus de chat heeft lag op hetgeen dat zij tonen.
Hello? Are we still there?
We're here. We're here. I'm testing.
We're just listening in.
Yeah, we're listening. And I was also looking at Tina's link, which works, and we'll share that here momentarily too.
Okay, so after the basic shapes of the castle, we have. Every time. That's a fun thing. I did send you another picture where you see a lot of walls.
You want to go down? Oh, I've got all of them here. They're all here, Gerard. I'm going through. Okay.
No, you don't have to go over them because they're very boring. But
they're not boring. They're cool. I like them. I want to see everyone's walls they came up with. Don't tell me what's boring.
Okay. Anyway,
this is everyone at the workshop here crafting away. Is this in your house, Tina? Where was this?
This is in my place. Yes.
Yes, it's still a here, but it's.
Look at this. Look at this. Love this place. This is a nice
It's
setup.
very nice here.
It's a very beautiful house. Look at this. Now, is this piece in the center here, Gerard? Is this did someone complete that, or is that one you brought?
Please give me a second. I'm not
ruins.
Yeah, the ruins here. The brick building ruins.
Painted ruins, right?
No.
No. Someone brought it along.
Johan from Foam Modeling Workshop.
Yes, there's Johan. He is from Foam Modeling Workshop. Okay. He built this.
He's one of the moderators on Foam Modeling Workshop.
Yes, he's one of the moderators who joined in the workshop today.
Yeah.
And he brought one of his own pieces. He is a skilled model builder or himself. Mm-hmm. So he did bring this as an example. So, and the cool thing is he built it out of separate stones of foam, actually masoned it in some way. So it's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. But he brought it because he would like me to see it, and it's very cool. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a cool piece.
Yeah.
I like that.
See, there's water on the table, water glasses, and Fanta. No beer, no wine.
I like this tower next to the ruins here too. That little sci-fi tower looks like something from maybe Warhammer.
Yep.
Is that foam? Is that foam too?
No. He made it from a plastic jar.
Plastic jar.
Cool. I like that.
Again, a very crafted, skilled crafter, talented crafter. Yeah. But he said, I really would like to join because there's always something new to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that's the fun thing. I have my skill set, but there are a lot of people who join who have their own skill sets. So it's give and take, which is, again, totally fun.
Well, I'm sure it's not only a joy for you to share your knowledge, Gerard, but just like any teacher, you're learning stuff from the students that take your workshop, right? Like you've come across some amazing crafters that, that's what's so cool about about any art form, is you get to share your thoughts and knowledge and receive inspiration from other folks too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We can see here someone using that the stick in the middle of the roller here to get that texture you're talking about, to get that nice imprint and indentation here.
Yes, well, that's the fun thing. You can at the workshop you can play around with all jigs available, and see for yourself if there's something you like. And sometimes people work with a cylinder or a pillar jig all day, and at the end they said, well, that was great, here's your pillar jig back, and I finished all the pillars I need for my project, bye, and that's perfectly fine. But this guy used one of my cylinders, and he said, okay, that's a really cool structure, I like this one, and he took it home with him, so well, nice. That's okay. Yeah, that's cool.
What do you think? Was anyone so some of these folks? How did the folks that had never used the Proxon before? What did they think of the tool by the end of the workshop?
Actually, that's a very nice question. In all the years I've done workshops, I have experienced 2 times now that I had people that didn't have the experience with the Proxon. At the end of the workshop said, I will sell my Proxon. This is not my thing. This is not my cup of tea. I will move on to another hobby segment. Here today, I had 3 or 4 people that were not that experienced with it. And by the end of the workshop, when they say, I would like to have the guider jig, I would like to have the angle jig, I would like to have the multi-corner, can I please have the circular cutting board? Then I know, okay, they are sold. They will use this, because if they are not interested, they leave it to that. But today I think everyone was excited. Everyone wanted to push on, and we did even get some pictures of people that got home, packed their stuff out of the box, and start crafting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, it's hard not to. The Shifting Lands tools are a lot of fun, and they make the different varieties of textures and shapes and buildings that you can create pretty quickly. It's just another thing to help expedite the process and allow you to create some pretty unique structures depending on what you want to lay down on the tabletop. I like the build. Is this your building here, Tina? Got a photo of you up here. I noticed Tina's drinking here. Good job, Tina. It may not be hers. It may be someone next to her, but I'm just giving her a hard time.
But coffee. You see my.
I see your coffee. I'm giving you a hard time. But I like this. I like this little bit. Like, I like how with just a block of foam and those, like, creating those quick layered walls, like, that building is done. Like, it's done relatively quickly too. I love how quickly you can put this stuff together, bring it together. I'm eyeballing all this craziness in the background that I'm assuming Gerard packed in on the table back here. Here we go. There it is. Look at this. Walk us through what. Oh my gosh! Look at all this. So I was gonna make the joke that I think this is everything that Gerard built in that day when he was there teaching everyone. He also built all this stuff simultaneously. But there's some really cool stuff that I see on here. Those stairs, the stairs and the dome cutter. Shifting Lands USA, please, Gerard. I'm awaiting. Christmas is around the corner. Hurry, please.
Listen, write me a private email and we work something out. Are you looking at the picture of the table with all this projects on?
I am. That's what I'm looking at, buddy. This is amazing.
So, on the front, you will see my trash can project. Now, this project is only being worked on during workshop. This is a very long project with all different kind of parts that lock together. Every time during a workshop, there is a moment that everyone is happy, everyone is in the flow, everyone is building, and no questions are asked. So I pick a block and look if is where to build on in this project, and I start cutting. And so this is actually, it's a kind of, I think, a Phoenician kind of canal side with some strange water wheels, and it's standing very slowly, but well, every time I have the time during the workshop, I grab a block and I start building.
Start working on it. It looks really cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a really cool piece.
At some point, I will send you some better pictures if you like. So,
please.
Well, and there's some more stuff, but I'm not sure what is good, what you can see up there. But okay.
Yeah, with that, I mean,
like
there's
a sci-fi thing.
Yeah, I like that sci-fi. It almost looks like, it definitely looks like something that could be thrown down in Warhammer or in any sci-fi tabletop. It's got kind of the angled up in the angled rectangle. It's like a rectangular shape. Looks like a shield generator. Looks like the shield generator.
It's giving me Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's either that or we're about to enter the Velociraptor compound, right? Yeah.
Somewhere at behind this destroyed dome. Do you or what?
I see that. I see it right here.
I'll be back in 1 second.
What is that? What is behind the destroyed dome?
Just so you know, Tina disappeared for some reason. I am here and I'm trying to figure out her laptop. I haven't got a clue where you are, but
that's cool. You're all right. We can see it. There's like almost, it's like a thinner cylindrical piece behind the destroyed dome. What's that?
Yes. It started off as a part of a scale 1-to-1 big shooter thing. Every now and then I do a cosplay workshop where we build big shooters in 1-to-1 scale.
Right.
And I did some tests on shapes, but it started off as a possible front of a big kind of laser gun, but as I progressed, it looked more like some kind of hydraulic or power plant-like sci-fi thing. So
cool.
I call it a shape study.
A shape study. I like that.
I will promise I will send you some better pictures.
Yes, I love there's so much to look at on this tabletop here, Gerard. It's super cool. I just
like Tina's aubergine wall color there. Nice.
During a workshop, I throw a lot of stuff on the table for inspiration for people. They can pick it up, they can bring it to their table, and they can start, copy it or whatever they want.
Yeah. I like all that inspiration. That's going to be a heck of a carry-on bag when you come over here to the US.
I would suggest coming a week earlier and do some very quick speed builds for inspiration.
Oh, I like that. Come over a week earlier
you get to keep them.
Yeah, that'll be all right. We can do some quick speed builds, and then a week of crafting ahead of time. I might be able to keep up with you at the workshop then, if I have a week.
So I need a few specific. I need all of you guys to be there a week up front to help me to do some speed builds. Okay.
Can you imagine a week? Can you guys imagine a week of just getting? I can too. Like, we're just like, okay, today's live stream is brought to you by. We have an hour and a half today. We're gonna try to build something we'll just stream it every day, and then on top of that, all the amazing videos we could make as a result of that. Like, dude.
Yes, and then live the big reveal at the workshop.
Ooh, I like that.
Extremely much when we come together and do a week of crazy craft.
Oh, I love it. I love it. A week of crazy
That's
crafting.
dreamer.
That's something that'll push everyone here. We'll get some folks tuning in for that. Hey, which by the way, if you haven't done so already, there's some amazing content creators here on the stream with me today. Shifting Lands, you can head on over to Shifting Lands YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to Gerard over there. And then if you haven't, I put links up to both his store for the UK and Europe. There's a link to it in the description below here. In addition to that, if you haven't done so, please head on over to Zane Morgan Crafts and Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos and subscribe. Share them some love. Hey, and there's also this channel here. Be sure to subscribe to the Crazy Crafter. Close to 1,000, boys. We're close to 1,000. Oh, ooh, yeah, it's coming up. All right. Let's see. What else?
I got a question from Carl.
Yes.
Who asks me, how do you transport all these projects from one convention to another, from one workshop to another? I will tell you, and to prove it, I will show you pictures. I throw them in a box. And I think Tina can confirm this.
Two large boxes.
I have 2-3 large boxes, and no, I'm not throwing, but I'm laying on top, stacking them on top. Yeah. That's the way how I do it. And yes, over time, I have my first foam build is still in one of these boxes, and it's dented. Yeah, things are broken off.
What's the first foam build? What is it?
It is a square little Minas Tirith tower. That was my first build. But anyway, if you stack your builds carefully, not much harm will come to them. Sure, when I'm having a lot of workshops and conventions, getting them out, throwing them back in, it doesn't make them any better. So I now come to a point where I am awaiting a real good and somewhat larger convention, and I've decided to sell half of my projects.
Whoa.
I have so much, it has to go. And sure, I can give them away, but I think, well, let's try and sell some, and it's too much. So yeah.
It's hard to let
go. I feel you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, it's hard to let go. Your last build is every time your last build is your best build. Mm-hmm. And your last build is the one you cannot part from. However, when your last build becomes your second last build, it's less hard to part from. If you keep that rolling, then the things I've built 2-3 years ago are not that hard to let go of.
Yeah.
That's my perception, right?
Starting to think about stuff that I can let go of now.
Who wants my first build? You can have it.
Colin.
For free. Let's.
Colin, on YouTube, the screen is just a Discord still.
Yeah, I've switched it.
Right, okay.
I've switched it. I was just like, we were holding on that for a while, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna bring us back to some faces. We're gonna get to see our faces and see our faces. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So you need to, like, wherever you go and you start selling your work, Gerard, you're gonna have to let me know where you're at so I can send my proxy. I'm gonna dispatch Michael or Tina to, like, scoop up and buy me some Shifting Lands terrain there. That would be
the Shifting Land auction.
Yeah, the Shifting Land auction. Oh, yes, please. Yes,
if I ever come and visit you, and I have a little bit of time,
not
I
if,
you,
when,
when I come and visit you, I build you something. No problem. I like it's so much fun.
My D&D group will be so happy that to have something that's actually square and measured on the table. They'll be like, you definitely didn't build this. And I'm like, I sure didn't. I sure didn't. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm so glad, Gerard, because I know this is something that we've talked about ever since you've been coming here and hanging out on the Crazy Crafter live stream, is the joy and love that you get in being able to go and do workshops around the world. So it is like Tina mentioned earlier, and like we've all mentioned earlier, it's awesome to see you back out and about and teaching again and being able to work with people in person.
Yes, and fingers crossed that it will keep this way, because things are worsening here in Europe. Not sure how it is in your end of the world.
It's definitely the holidays. It's kind of the surge and spikes, right? Like the ebb and flow that we see with it. Folks, if everyone takes precautions, it seems to be kept under wraps. But as a whole, that seems to be a little bit more challenging than I would have hoped it would have been.
Same here.
I feel it's headed in the right direction. It just needs to keep heading that direction, and
wash your hands, wear a mask.
Yeah, wash your hands, wear a mask. It's still out there, ladies and gentlemen. So please take care of yourself. Knock on wood. Very fortunate. This is nearing the end of the first semester of me being back in person teaching again, and no incidents on campus in my classroom yet. I've had folks that I did have someone that's come into contact and had to stay home for about 3 to 4 weeks because they got sick later in the fact. But like, no, it's amazing what happens if you just take a little precaution. It's okay. It works out. Anyway, this is a pretty rare treat. Is there anything? The car's all packed up, huh? You packed everything up already. Tina has stuff though. Did you finish your building, Tina? The one that you were working on for the workshop? What do you have? Do you still have your No. Where is it? Don't tell me you threw that away. Don't throw that away.
No, of course.
No.
I was gonna say.
I will finish it, but
and she will show pictures in Discord, okay?
Okay.
You had something real quick, Tina, that I want to try to see if I can bring up for folks here on the stream. I got to link it over here real quick, and I got to copy it. So this is a great time. If anyone else has any other questions or comments for Gerard or Tina or Zane or Michael, put them up in there in the chat. I'm going to get this video Tina shared with us, and it's just some footage of the workshop, and I'll share that within a moment. But for then, you guys can chat amongst yourselves as I set that up.
I have
What?
What is it?
You have a what?
Oh no, don't.
A signed circle jig.
Yeah.
A signed circle jig? Oh my god.
To Lady Tina.
What?
Or something.
It's Lady Tina, the crafting lady of Belgium.
Dude.
Thank you for hosting this inspiring workshop. That's
wow.
How cool.
That's
Tina,
so awesome. I like the signed autographed is that's legit right there is what that is. I like that.
Now you need to take some varnish and put that over it so it doesn't get messed up.
That's right.
Frame it.
We were just signing off our jigs because people bring their own jigs, and I said to Gerard, I'll sign my own jigs because I don't want them to get lost in the crowd of his jigs and the other jigs.
Yeah.
He put that on my jig, so I had like, thank you. So I know this is my jig.
That's a fun thing.
It was just a fun thing to do.
Let me see if I can grab that. I think I've got this up here almost for everyone. Let me get this up her. Hold on, it's almost there.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Just a quick little sneak peek of everything that kind of went down here at over the that you can see there's this massive building over here. Look at that thing looks awesome. Oh, it's not letting me get full screen on it. Hold on. That's all right, we can do it this way. All right, I'm gonna play this. We're gonna play this and we're gonna check this out. Capture all that. Let's see if the browser here.
We won't be able to see it on here. We'll have to watch it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, you'll have to watch it on YouTube, but I can also do this. I got this for you boys. Stand by. I'm copying this. I'm gonna put it in our message thread so you guys can check it out there too if you want.
We're waiting with bated breath, Colin.
I know. We're coming. We're gonna transition it over here. Here we go.
Colin, one thing you have to learn. One thing you have to learn me is how to work with my GoPro and do some live broadcasting.
Some live broadcasting with it. I can help you out with that. I know GoPro, once you reach 1,000 subs, it'll go live from it, but you can hook your GoPro up to your computer and use it as a camera, and making videos and editing them with the GoPro is super, that program I'm super familiar with. I'll help you, we'll help each other out with that, but I love the little GoPro. It's super cool.
Aha.
Because I filmed that with my GoPro.
Let's check the footage out. Here we go. Oh, he's cutting.
Yes. Yeah, nee.
Yes. Ah, what a great space for the workshop. Oh yeah, get in there. Get in there. Zoom in. Yes, Tina.
Was the workshop in your house?
Yep.
Yes, it was in Tina's house. She throwed out her husband. She bent her son, and she moved all the furniture. And yeah, we took over, which is great fun.
That is a great space. It's fantastic.
It is a great space.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
There's some epic game nights there that are in place. That's for sure. That could be definitely utilized for many games, game adventures there. I love that space. That's a cool video. I'm so glad you got to shoot that, Tina.
So everyone's invited.
Okay.
Michael, come over. Colin, Zane, come over.
Belgium is the place to go.
Belgium is the place to be. A 3-hour drive from you, Gerard. That's awesome. That's not
best
far.
beers, best cook.
Yeah. Spaghetti sounds good to me. I love me some spaghetti.
You're here for the talk.
You're here for the cook.
Oh man.
Amy and I have our tent waiting, so
Yeah.
Okay.
you're camping in your backyard.
You're camping in the backyard.
No problem.
No, it's absolutely not a problem. I've seen the backyard. It's not a problem.
Well, Gerard and Tina, this is absolutely phenomenal. We're so thankful that we got a chance to hang out with you guys this week and got a little bit of a sneak peek into the workshop. Tina, thank you for shooting some behind the scenes footage and all the photos that you guys got to put out there. I cannot wait. Please, if any of the other folks do share their final products, please post it over on the Discord for the Crazy Crafter, and also please invite them, send them over, have them join the Discord to upload the photos. That would work too. But I'm definitely anxious to see some more shots of some of these completed projects that everyone got to work on today with you guys. Yours included there, Tina. Like I said, she's probably like, I'll finish it tonight. I'll be done with it tonight because she's the speed crafter.
We're done.
We're done for today.
We finish our drink and we
call it a
fall.
night.
I really underestimated how
Intense
it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really underestimated because you want to see everything and I want to be everywhere, and I'm so tired.
Well,
And
you're hosting it too, Tina. So there's that component of it as well, like being the host and making sure that, you know, you're wanting everyone to have a good time. You're inviting them into your home. You're trying to make sure that Gerard's taken care of. You're making sure that all the people participating are taken care of. In addition to that, I bet you, like you said, I'm glad you just kind of took the time just to absorb all that information and just absorb and watch people, Gerard work, everyone else work, because that's what a treat I'm sure it was for you to be able to host everyone there. So
a great thank you to Tina for making this possible.
Yep.
And people like Tina, and there are a lot of people who are taking the effort of setting up a workshop. And that's vital for me, for my business. So very thankful to all those who do. And in this case, especially to Tina for.
Yay! That's what it should be about, ladies and gentlemen. Supporting everyone and supporting folks within the community. What a concept! And that's definitely not foreign to everyone around here. From the Foam family and all of you here at the Crazy Crafter Livestream. That's Zane Morgan and Michael Patterson included here. So please, in that continued effort and spirit of supporting everyone, definitely head on over and show both Zane and Michael some love and support. Head on over to Gerard's YouTube channel, and you can check out Shifting Lands. He's got some really cool tutorials and videos up there. In addition to his shop, he's got some amazing. He's got the best tools for the Proxon and some of your crafting supplies that you can utilize in your tabletop crafting realm. So head on over there and check out the shop if you're not familiar with Shifting Lands, both the store in the UK and Europe, and also Shifting Lands USA.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Is there anywhere else? Are you on, I can't remember. Are you on Instagram as well, Gerard, or is it Twitter that we can find you on Twitter as well? Yeah.
Twitter, yes, and I did. I have an Instagram account. That's true. We found it out today. I do have one.
You do?
Okay.
You didn't know that you had one?
No. Well, I did something, so I have one. It's Jaboom _ Shifting Lands or something, or Shifting Lands _ Jaboom, whatever.
It's Jaboom _ Shifting Lands.
She knows it better than I do. Hey, it feels like a married couple. How crazy is this? So whatever. And the fun thing is, her husband is behind us. Who cares?
Well, there you go. He's right there, so you guys can't get into too much mischief.
No.
Thank goodness.
No, just making fun.
I know you are.
No worries. Yes, I have Instagram, and I have. Okay. Keep on your seat. I have TikTok. I have TikTok.
What?
No, I made an account, but I didn't do anything.
Have you posted anything?
Not yet, but
I want to see Gerard Boom TikTok. I'd subscribe to that. Follow that.
You know what would go viral overnight? This.
Could you guys send me an email to jaboom@shiftinglands.com? What should I make on TikTok? God, I haven't got a clue, but okay, let's try it.
Dan, stand and do a dance or something. That seems to work.
It'll do the pillar jig dance, whatever the pillar jig dance is. And
do the pillar jig.
Yeah, do the pillar jig. Yes.
Foam Fiesta. Cool.
Wild.
This is going nowhere. Colin, please call it today.
Well, I disagree. It could go somewhere very interesting, but we will wrap things up today. Zane and Michael, always a joy to be spending some time hanging out and crafting. Thank you, Gerard. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, everyone out there in the Foam family. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We'll be back next week too. Still figuring out who's going to be joining us over the next couple weeks, but we'll figure it out. And at the very least, it'll be the three of us coming in and hanging out. So we'll we'll figure out some fun stuff to do. And then stay tuned. This coming week, I've been telling Michael and Zane, I was like, I think I'm finally gonna try this crazy schedule of like what it's like to stream from the road. So I'm gonna grab a couple of small projects and see what it's like. What is it like if I do a stream in my car in the parking lot at one of the universities I'm teaching at? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
In that case, please contact me. We set a date for a new stream.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's do
From
it.
the Netherlands and totally sober. I promise.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it, buddy. I'm excited. We'll definitely get a hold of you. We'll get you back on here, and we'll have some more fun with the procs on.
Yeah.
All right. Until then, much love, foam family. Be sure to craft your passion daily out there. Continue to stay safe. Take care of each other, and we'll see you all this week sometime from the road. Cheers, y'all. Be well, foam family.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Ah, that was fun. We're wrapping out. They see the banner going out, so they can still hear us. Oh yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
shut down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop work is life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city, I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. Oh, you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love